All right. Shalom, everybody. Peace of the Lord to all of you. I hope today you will have a good time. And, we have many Abduls who do jihad by posting text messages. But I find them, but first of all, if this Abdul is listening, I challenge you to join us live. I challenge you, if you're there. So this Abdul, he posted, and actually in the previous video, and I did pin the message as you see in the screen. Sheikh Rohan, 50. Now he's a sheikh, but the sheikh don't dare to shake his ass and come here so we can laugh. However, look what the Muslims they done, exposing their false prophet. I find that the Muslims are the best way to expose Islam. So he said, some of the main Bible verses which are 100% cynic with Islam and far away from Christianity as follow. And then he quotes from the Old Testament, Deuteronomy chapter 6:4 and Mark 12:29. And here you see how stupid he is. He just said far away from Christianity, but he is quoting for us from Mark. I don't know what Muhammadan they eat, but isn't it Mark is the very much the book of Christianity, you donkey? I see Islam is the same as a whore. And everybody in town was riding her like a bike. And then this whore, she tried to make herself legitimate. So she wear hijab. But her ass is exposed. Her vagina have every disease in the world. And this is what the Muslims they try to do, to make Islam look better. So now they are, you will not see a Christian going after Islam says, oh, we don't share anything with Islam. And I will prove it to you in a second. But because their God is a whore, their prophet is a whore, their book is the book of whore, and they are following a whore. So the whore, she tried to find honor. And now she attached herself to us. And then we say, no, we don't belong, we have nothing to do with you. Because it is a whore. You see, if you have any honorable thing, we will not say no. So it's us who reject you. It is you who beg us to accept you. And that is telling the whole story who you are. But look what you just said. When a Muhammadan he go to Deuteronomy 4, and he say 6, sorry. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Here you see the stupidity of the Muhammad, and the word there is echad. Echad in the Bible does not mean one as individual. It's mean one as unity. So the man leave his family, his parents, and then he become echad with the women. Remember, the woman is not the man, and the man is not the woman. Those are two different persons in this scenario, right? So they will become one in the flesh. So how come you know what echad is saying, but you do not know what echad mean? So if we go to the Bible, we will see right away the following. And that will tell us what the word one here mean. In fact, the translation here is not very accurate, but anyway, it make the meaning. For this is echad of unity, not echad of one person. And there's a big difference between unity and one individual. So if we go in the Bible, and maybe we can use the Jewish Bible, like the Hebrew, Let us see if we can find here in this website. All right. All right. That's better. This is the Jewish Bible. which mean the Jewish Orthodox. Here you will notice it says the following. I hope the screen is coming clear to you. Therefore, the man, he will join the women, all right, and they shall live into like a person, one person, you know, and this person or this unity is called in the Bible there Echad, as you see in front of you. So the two person, they are two individual, they are not one person in any way, in any mean. They are not even from the same family. They are a man and a woman, random man, random woman. When they get married, they become Echad. So this is the verse you are quoting for us. It is about Echad as unity, not Echad as one person. So when the Muhammadan, he quote for us a verse, we laugh at you because you showed us that you are an idiot, like your prophet. You copy paste, you do not know what are you talking about. In fact, you are exposing your prophet. For if you have a little intelligence, you should know that Echad does not mean one person. You Muslim believe Allah is one person. Echad does not. In fact, the stupid Muhammad in the Quran, he quoted the Old Testament hoping he can solve the problem. So what he did in the chapter of Al-Ikhlas, he says, Allah is Ahad. That is Echad. And you can tell even that it's the same word. So, قُلْ هُوَ اللَّهُ أَحَدٌ. Allah is Echad. So the stupid Muhammad, instead of confirming that his God is one person, he used the word Echad to prove to us that his God is not one, as a one person. All right? Somebody saying this is not correct. In Judaism, one Echad is singular. Well, that is your stupid statement, because I'm showing you the Jews' Bible, not my own. The man and the women, they become Echad. The man is a man, the woman is a woman, they are two people. So when you say to me, no, it means singular, you are an idiot. Echad is a unity, because still they are two individuals. They are not, you know, we are not like a tree. You graft a tree into other tree, and now both tree become one. That never happened and will never happen. We are not one body with two heads, you know. This is, they are not two bodies. They are two bodies, not one body. So when somebody, he claimed to be smart, and I can show you even the Jewish dictionary, and you will see that you are just a fool. And as you see, this is the Jewish dictionary, the Orthodox Jewish Bible. They both will become Echad. So in case you are blind, and you say to me singular, that because you are a fool, because how they are singular and they are two? They are two people, not one people. All right? And they will stay two. So the unity here is the unity by the blessing of the Lord. They are two person. They are Echad as one. That is a unity, not one person. Then we continue for what he said. I think the first one is so clear, and the Abdul, he got himself busted. In fact, if you go in the Quran, you will never find in Arabic anywhere that the word Ahad mean one. Ahad always mean one of. If I take this word now, and I copy it in front of your eyes, and I paste it in the search engine, click search, bingo. Each time this word appear, you will see it mean one of. You can click at any of those verses. All of them is about one of many, not one as a one person. You don't use ahad to say it is one. The word one in Arabic is wahid. So Muhammad here, the stupid Muhammad, he copied Echad from the Bible and he got himself into trouble because that was the proof that he is himself, he do not know what he is talking about. He was trying to copy the Jews, thinking that the word mean one as a one person, but it does not. All right? So, and you can look, chapter 4, verse number 52, and this is the word Ahad. Click in it. We make no distinguish between any of them. This is what Ahad is. One of. It's not about one person. You cannot use the word Ahad for one person. The word one person is Wahid. Ahad is one of. So Muhammad again is a fool. He tried to copy the Jews, copy the word Echad, he put it in his stupid Quran, and now the Muslims are in trouble. And not to forget to mention, when the Muslims, they lie and they say that they believe in God who is one, they claim to be monotheist, but the second you start reading the Quran, as an example, chapter 21, verse number 17, you will see the stupid Muhammad, he says that Allah saying, if he wanted to have a wife, that the translation here says amusement, it is used another Abdul translation. So if we intended to take a wife or a partner, we could surely have taken it from us. So us here is one or many. If the Muslim, he says, as usual, well, us mean majestic, Allah, he used we. No, hold on. Look, in the verse, Allah already, he said we. And we will let it go with this we, because you Muslim, you say Allah, he used we, because it's more respect. So Allah, he found himself insulted by being one. Do you see how stupid this religion is? So this God, he elevate himself by calling himself we, but according to Muslim, he is one. So it is elevating you to be more than one. It is downgrading you by being one. This is what Islam is saying to us. And this is showing you how stupid Allah, Aka Muhammad. In one hand, he is saying to us, his God is one. In the other hand, he says Allah is not satisfied with calling him one. He called himself we, for it's more respect. So if you want to respect me, follow what I say. Call me we. But then the drama will not stop here, because the same verse says we many times, as you see. We, as you see, this is the God, Mr. We. And then he said, we will take it from us. And this one cannot be the same as we, because he is talking about taking other individual as a partner. Do you see the stupidity? So the God of the we, not kiwi, at least kiwi is delicious. The God of the we, he claimed that he want to take a partner from us. So is Allah is one, or Allah is partnering with people who they are like him, or creatures like him? If you don't want to say people, he's a man. He's not a man. Okay, maybe he's a cat, I don't know. But he said he want to take a partner from us. And the second you say, from us, that means they are your kind. You don't call the cat behind you us. You don't call the donkey behind you us. This is not us. Us is the same kind. So if a human, then this is usually the humans say, us. Animals, they don't say us. Do they say us, Muslims? Like, do dogs say us? How, us? Okay. Everything is possible in Islam. So here you see that Islam cannot claim that Muhammadan, they worship one monotheist God, or the Quran contradicting that in a very clear method. Same time, if Allah is not a man, why is talking about taking a wife, you idiot? This is a term for a human being. Have you ever even heard a donkey saying, I'm going to take a wife? What wife? So if Allah is God, Why he is talking to us about taking wife? And he confirmed that if he want to do that, which is possible, he will take it from us. So is us is exist? If the Muslim will say, well, this us is not exist, that means Allah is lying. He is fabricating an answer, does not fit with the question, and does not fit with the explanation, because simply either you have us, then we can consider what you said, or there's no us. Plus, how Muhammad he says, don't take partner with Allah, and Allah himself said, if I want to take a partner. And why Allah want to take a partner anyway? Especially it's a female. Why he didn't say a male? You see, the Muslim, we ask them, is Allah he or she? They say he is have no gender. Okay, so why you calling me? And if Allah have no gender, why he is talking about taking a wife so he can have a son? Why Allah did not say take a partner as a man? Why he chose a wife? So here you see the stupidity of this religion. They are so confused about their God. Do we have a penis or you don't have a penis? Do we have balls or you don't have balls? Is he a male or not? In another verse in the Quran, you will see the Muhammadan, Muhammad, claiming that Allah, speaking here, says, showing us the limitation of their God. Allah cannot have a son unless is having sex. With who? And specifically with a female. So Allah must be a male. So what he say in the Quran? How can Allah have a son if he don't have a girlfriend? Why Allah, he keeps saying wife, 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 if he is not even a male? Plus here, this verse is disaster, because the one who is questioning the ability of Allah is Allah. So how Allah can be God, and he is the originator of the heaven and the earth, yet he cannot have a children without having a wife? If the Muslim want to say to me, well, he is just saying if, you know, what if? He is a question. He said, how can he? So in order for Allah to have a son, he need to have a wife. But this is an answer of a man, not an answer of a God. The God is nothing is impossible with God, the Bible says. How you claim to be the originator of the heaven and the earth, but you cannot originate a baby without a wife? Do you see the stupidity? This is just a pure stupidity. Now we continue with the comment of this Abdul. We did not start the spanking yet, but the more is coming. The Abdul, he chose for us chapter John 14:15. And you know here, look, he said, 14:15, if you love me, you keep my commandment. Do I need even to show the chapter? We can show it. But look what you just did. When you say that this is an agreement with the Quran, well, the Quran says this is the commandment is not the commandment of Muhammad, the commandment of Allah. So Jesus must be God. Because commandment or commands come from God, not from the man. Don't you Muslim, you say Jesus is just a man, he's nobody? Did he say you keep the command of God, or he say you keep my commands? This is your quotation, and this is a translation you choose for us. But you are Abdul. I mean, the Chinese, they say, he left as a donkey, he never come back as a horse. And no way I'm expecting you to be a horse one day. So let us go to the Bible and see what John 14, the one you are quoting for us here, is saying. So people would die laughing at your stupidity. All right. So this is John 14. You know what? I'm going to play the audio so we can hear it. Better reading, because my English is not that good. You know, I think professional reading it is better than me.
John 14. Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare place for you. And if I go and prepare place for you, I will come again, and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there ye may be also. And whither I go, ye know, and the way ye know. Thomas saith unto him, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? Jesus saith unto him, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father, but by me.
So look what the Abdul did. He decided to quote for us a verse from John 14, and this is his choice. Remember carefully. He said that John 14:15 agreed with the Quran. So Jesus is the command, or the command of Jesus is what Christians should do, not the command of Muhammad, not the command of a false prophet, a pedophile, a child molester, a sex offender, a guy who go after his own son wife and he do boom boom to her in her house when the husband is not there. Because if you want to keep the command of Jesus, well, you shall not take the women of somebody else. You shall not kill. You shall not lie. You shall not cheat. You shall not steal. You shall not even break a branch of a tree, which means unjustly. You're a prophet. He failed to do any of the command of Jesus. Jesus says it's better for you to put a milestone in your neck before you hurt the little ones. And your prophet, he was specialized in hurting the little ones. Pervert. So going back to the Bible here, you will see Jesus saying, I am the way, the truth, the life. All right. If we go and do a little search, the 99 names of Allah. All right. Just to show you how stupid Muhammad is. Muhammad, he claimed that his God is the Messiah. How we know? Well, Jesus said, I am the truth. And this is your stupid God saying, he is the truth. The truth is one of the descriptions of God. In the same time, it's a fact, not just a description, which means it's description of a state of a truthful God. He is the truth. Nothing else is true beside him. So you're a stupid God, and the Muslim, they say to us, well, Jesus says I'm God. Can Muhammad call himself the truth? No. Can any Muslim, any prophet call himself the truth? No. So why Jesus says, I am the truth and I am the life? Jesus said, I am the resurrector, the resurrection. Allah said, I am the resurrector. Jesus in the Quran, he resurrects people from death. That is God. Allah could not resurrect anyone, including Muhammad, who died, and the mother of Muhammad, who Muhammad even cried to Allah to forgive her sin, and Allah said to him, no. According to Muhammad. So a Muhammadan, when they try to say that we have similarity, you are talking about you stealing from us, not the opposite. You are stealing the qualification of Jesus, trying to give it to your pervert God, who encouraged you to go and do boom boom with the children's, rape women and kidnap women, and not to forget to say, he said to you, you can lie in 3 cases, your friends, your wife, and your enemy. Who's left? And not to forget that Muhammad have zero ethic, as we will go and read in all the things in the front of us. So going back to the verses we are reading, John 14, Jesus, he announced, I am the truth. And you see here Thomas, he said to him, Lord, the Lord here is God. Hey, Lord. You see, it's capital letter. Lord, we do not know, like, where you want to go. And so Thomas did not understand, is it like a location we will go to? Is that like a direction? Is it like a city? So Jesus said to them, I am the way, the truth, and the life, and no man can come to the Father but by me, not by Muhammad. This is confirmed that there is no one can go to heaven except by following Jesus only. So again, you got your filthy prophet busted. He is a fraud for Jesus. And remember, this is your choice. It is you who said to us, let us go there. But the Muslims are like a kangaroo. Boing, 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 boing. So instead of, reading the whole chapter, the boing, boing Abdul, he decided to go do a kangaroo, and he go all the way to John 14:15. But John 14:15, even that one confirmed that Jesus is God, because this is his command. The command of Jesus is what you obey, not the command of Allah and not the command of Muhammad. Jesus in verse number 7, he said, if you had known me, you should know my Father. So Jesus now, he claimed that knowing Jesus is knowing God. God the Father. Well, who can say that? Can I say, if you know me, you know God? You don't know. Who am I? Philip says to Jesus, show us the Father, and that is, sufficient for us. Show us the Father. Look what Jesus said, and the filthy scumbags of the Muhammadan, they keep saying to us, Brother Sitter, I tell you, if you can tell me one verse in the Bible that Jesus said, beat me upon him, he said, I'm God, worship me. You see the scumbags? Read with me. So Philip, he says to him, the Messiah, he said to the Messiah, Lord God, show us the Father, and that is sufficient for us. Jesus says to him, have I been so long with you, and yet you do not know me? Philip? What Jesus talking about? Philip is asking to see the Father. Jesus is questioning Philip, you do not know me? You do not know me, Philip? I'm with you all this time, you do not know me? He that has seen me, he has seen the Father. Let us play the audio. And again, Abdul, if you don't like the translation, we can change the translation for you, But Tito, so seeing Jesus is seeing the Father.
If ye had known me, ye should have known my Father also. And from henceforth ye know him, and have seen him. Philip saith unto him, Lord, show us the Father, and it sufficeth us. Jesus saith unto him, Have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that has seen me has seen the Father.
Whoever seen me, Abdul, he's seen the Father. So you stupid Abdul Muta boy, who your mother, she get paid to do muta. And then you say to us, why you are insulting? This is your religion. It's in the Quran. Your mother do muta. She get paid to rent her vagina. This is how the Muslims are. They feel offended for telling them what their Quran is saying. They don't feel offended for accepting the Quran, saying that to them. They feel offended when we say to them what their book is saying. Don't read our book. It's offending. So now, Did Jesus confirm that seeing him is seeing the Father, God the Father? I challenged all the Abdul in the world to leave their comment or even later to join us and tell us how by seeing Jesus we saw God. Still until now, Jesus never said he is God. So here's the truth. This is just in one chapter. He is the life. What do you mean you are alive? Are you saying you are alive? No, no, no. He said, I am the life. Do you see it, people? Can Muhammad say, I am the life? Can I say I'm the life? Can the angels say I'm the life? They are not the life. The life is the gift of God given to us from one who is the life himself. If you don't have something, you cannot give it. As an example, the Muslim, they believe Allah is not a spirit. So how Allah can give a spirit if he is not spirit? The Muslim, they say Islam is a spiritual religion. If your God himself is not a spirit, how you can even use that word spiritual? Do you see how hypocrite they are? In order to be spiritual, you have to believe in a spirit. Is your God a spirit? No. So when the Abdul, he come and he quote for us those things, I say, how embarrassing. You just got your prophet busted and spanked with no mercy. And now I have to wash my hands. I mean, I don't know. I think we should make a museum for how many images of a spanking on the butt of your prophet. So knowing Jesus is knowing God. Seeing Jesus is seeing God. And Jesus is the truth and he is the life. We did not even finish the chapter. For what is coming is a big disaster for the filthy Muhammad and his claim about Jesus. Let us continue listening and reading.
And how sayest thou then, Show us the Father? Believest thou not that I am in the Father, and the Father in me? The words that I speak unto you I speak not of myself, but the Father that dwelleth in me, he doeth the works.
Hold on. Did Jesus claim that God is dwelling in him? Did Jesus just say that? Did he just say, I am in the Father and the Father is in me? And the scumbags of Muhammad, they want to quote for us John. To prove what? To prove, and imagine he is the one who chose the chapter. This is not my choice. The Abdul, who call himself Sheikh, Sheikh your booty. His name is Sheikh Rohan. He is the one who chose in this verse. He is the one who chose in that chapter. But look how this chapter not only defeat Muhammad and make him rotten in his grave, it make every Muslim defeated. For all what you hear about Jesus never claimed to be God is a big fat lie, for every page in the Bible saying so. Can I say God is in me? Can I say that the one who see me, he see God? Can I say I am the truth? Can I say I am the life? All those, if you say them and you are a Muslim, the Muslim will kill you. Why? They will say you did blasphemy against God. So do you see how hypocrite the Muhammadan? And we did not even finish reading the chapter. For all of it is proven to us that Jesus the Messiah, our Lord, is the Lord of Lords and the King of Kings. And here, by the way, I don't want to skip a verses here. The Muslim, they say this is about Muhammad. How many times, and I will go to the verse he was quoting for us. How many times we heard the Muhammadan saying that the Bible speak about the comforter and the comforter is Muhammad? We heard it many times, right? They have a billion video about that. Suddenly Muhammad is the comforter. Muhammad, he comfort nobody. Even his wives, according to the Quran, they were so upset from him. How he can be the comforter? Is that when he chases children to have sex with them? He comfort who exactly? But we will go and we will continue reading the verses so we can reach to that point.
Believe me that I am in the Father, and the Father in me, or else believe me for the very work's sake. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. And whatsoever he shall ask in my name, that will I do, that the Father may be glorified in the Son. If ye shall ask...
Hold on. We ask for miracles in the name of who? We pray asking in the name of who? Who is the person we will ask in his name? Shall we say in the name of Isaiah, God help me? Who is Isaiah? Oh, a great prophet, but cannot say that. Can we say in the name of Abraham? Can we say any name? Jesus confirmed that in my name, miracles can be done. Jesus, he make it so clear that will I do that is that the Father may be glorified in the Son. So Jesus now again he announced that he is the Son, not just a son, the Son. And that is the Father. And when the Messiah, he do his power, he show his power, everybody will glorify the Father and will glorify the Son. So then you ask in the name of the Messiah. You ask who? You ask the Messiah. You pray to the Messiah. I will do it, the Messiah said. And now we go to the verse which the Abdul he quote for us. If you love me, keep my commands. Muhammadan, did your prophet give the commands of Jesus? Any Muhammadan? Did Muhammad keep any, at least one single command of Jesus? Never. What about the 10 Commandments? Not a single one. In fact, we cannot find the 10 Commandments in the Quran. I mean, how the 10 Commandments is so important, and even the Quran, just to show you how stupid the Quran. According to Muhammad, which not his real name, Allah did not write the 10 Commandments. He wrote the whole Torah. Can you believe it? I feel sorry for Moses. How many rocks Moses was carrying? How many trucks? He wrote the whole Torah for him, and then after he wrote the whole Torah, the Torah is gone. The Quran never been written by the hand of Allah, and the Muslim they claim it's preserved. but the Torah is not. If we go to the books of the Hadith, we will find the following. According to this story, which is very funny story exposing the butt of Muhammad when he was doing a Pride Day. Abu Hurairah reported that the Messenger of Allah saying, there was an argument between Adam and Moses. And here you see that Muhammad is a delusional man and so stupid. How in the world Adam and Moses they are meeting? Isn't it a Muslim says in the Quran that all messengers of Allah they die before Muhammad? So was Moses born when Adam was alive? How in the world this conversation happened? Unless Muhammad is a false, fake liar. Either this conversation is true or it's false. And we know it's false. And you Muslim, you know it's false. Moses says to Adam, you are our father. You did us harm and caused us to go out of paradise. Look what Adam said to him. You are Moses. Allah selected you, between two brackets, for direct conversation with you. Allah never spoke in direct to anybody, according to Islam. He didn't speak to Muhammad. He speak to Moses. He speak to Jesus. And wrote with his hands the Torah for you. Aren't they in heaven? No. Muhammad, he made it clear that all messengers are going to be resurrected in the day of judgment. In fact, Muhammad, he claimed that he is the first one who will be resurrected in the day of judgment. But even that hadith, if you read it, you will see how stupid it is. Let us see if I can find the hadith in English. I have the hadith in front of me actually, but I'm just trying to find the part where it is we can find it in English so we can read it together. Let us see. All right, I find many hadith actually, but I don't see anyone we can read in English. Let me see this one. All right. All right, I think this one we can find in English. Let us try. And by the way, the hadith here, before we change, you will see that this is hadith proving that Moses never was a Muslim because he believed in original sin. As you see, Moses, take a note. This hadith prove everything Muslim they lie about, saying Moses was a Muslim. Because as you see, Moses believed in original sin. He is blaming Adam for being out of heaven. Muhammad, he agreed with Adam versus Moses. So Moses here got every Muslim busted. And remember, this is Moses now is dead. So Moses now supposedly is talking where? In heaven? So all the life of Moses, he's a prophet of God. He gave him the Torah. He wrote it by his hand. Yet he don't understand that he should not say that. So how is a Muslim? And then if we go and search for the hadith about Muhammad will be the first to be resurrected, which is proving again that he is so stupid and so dummy. Look what the hadith says. Who of you can tell me what's wrong with this hadith? You can see it in the screen. Who noticed something very stupid in this hadith? Anyone can tell me? I'm reading Rumble, YouTube, and Discord comments. Who noticed what's wrong with this stupid hadith in the story of Muhammad, which is proving again that Muhammad is a certified idiot? I don't see the text moving too much in Rumble. People are sleepy maybe. Moses is there, but what Moses doing? Look how stupid this donkey. He just said he will be the first person to be resurrected, but then he said Moses will be holding the throne. That means Moses is not, okay. Who is the first one to be resurrected? Muhammad. So Muhammad now, he opened his eyes, he see Moses holding the throne. So you stupid idiot. How he is, how you are the first one who will be resurrected, and Moses is there. And then the Muslims, they try to fix it. They try to fix the stupidity. So they try to justify it. So they say, maybe the prophet, he said this before he knew that Moses will be before him. Well, he just said, I mean, all the Quran says all the prophets are dead. قَدْ خَلَتْ مِنْ قَبْلِهُ الرُّسُلُ. All the messengers, which is contradiction because is Jesus supposedly is dead too? Chapter 3, verse 144 confirm that all the prophets of God, they died. You see here, they add the word many, a big fat lie. There's no many there. Indeed, the messengers of Allah, all of them, they died before Muhammad. All of them. And that means Jesus dead too. Stupid Muslims. Stupid Muhammad. And then Muhammad, he woke up in the day of judgment. He's resurrected, the first one to be resurrected. And Moses is the first one to see. In different hadith, Muhammad, he said the following. You can take notes, all right? Anytime you see something, you like, you don't know how to find it, freeze the video, take a screenshot, You can use Google search, you know, Google Lens, and you can search it. And you can copy like a sentence or whatever, and Prophet Google, police be upon him, will find you the reference. Look what Muhammad he said. I will be the first one who the earth will go open in the day of resurrection, and he will come from the ground. And he is going to be the first intercessor. But the Quran says, no intercession. In the day of resurrection, there is no intercession. Another proof that Muhammad is a fraud. In the day of judgment, when a person shall not avail another, nor will intercession will be accepted. So intercession of Muhammad can work only before he die, not after he die, not in the day of judgment. The verse is so clear. Do you see it? People, do you see what I'm showing you? Do you see how stupid, how the fraud, false prophet, he exposed himself? It's so clear that in the day of judgment, there is no intercession. If the Muslim, they say, oh, this is say this, but there's other one says that, will this be contradiction? And the Quran says, if this is a book made by other than Allah, you just found that this book is not the book of God. So, going back to the Abdul, if you love me, you keep my commands. So Jesus' command is the way for salvation, not the command of your prophet. What, to give you an example of the command of Muhammad. Just to give you an example. A man should not be questions for why he did beat his wife. Do you see it? A man shall not be questioned why he is beating his wife. That is the command of Muhammad, the devil. Is that what Jesus said? Is that what Jesus mentioned? Do you see how filthy Muhammad is? Not to forget to mention all the crimes he did. Very, very stupid garbage cult. A prophet of God, the Muslim, they say Islam is a mercy. So the mercy is not to ask a man why he's beating his wife. So the man now he have, no one can ask him why you are beating your wife. So in Islamic country, if they want to practice Islamic law, the women she called the police they will say we cannot ask him, this is his right. Who is the women in Islam? You know what? If you beat an animal in America, you will go and serve for a long time in jail. If you beat a dog in America, you will go and serve long time in jail and people will look so down at you. Dog. Which means a dog in America have way better right than a woman in Islam. Your mother, she is not equal to a dog in Islam. That is the command of the devil. Any one of you would like to see and enjoy his mother being beaten by his father? I know some men, they will do that. But be honest, how much you like it, how you feel. If you don't like that to be done to your mother, why in the world you want to do that to your wife, who is going to be the mother of your children? So you will hate your dad? So you will be disgusted by your dad behavior? What kind of a dad he is beating his wife? If I beat my wife, is that going to make my life better and my wife better woman? Or she would hate me? And most likely she would cheat. She will find someone who is nice and kind. Anyone who play with her mind, she said, look what husband is doing to you. Is that what you want? Obviously, Islam does not consider women as a human being. And that is additional proof that Islam is satanic. In fact, Muhammad, he claimed that women are Satan. And the irony is that women are Satan, but the majority of the population of heaven is women. Isn't it Muhammad, he promised you 72 women for each Muslim? So how Allah and why Allah inviting 72 Satan for every Muslim to be in heaven? Do you see the stupidity of this guy? If women is a shaitan, then how the majority of the population of heaven is going to be women? 1 to 72 at least. 72 is the reward for the bad Muslim. Muhammad is a very evil man. A woman devil. Advance and retire in the form of a devil. Why Muhammad saying that? He was looking at the women. Who is the devil? The woman, she is not in the beach wearing bikini. She is not in the naked beach. She is wearing burqa. But look what happened here. All the claims of Islam about women wearing what they call decent clothes did not prevent Muslims from acting like animals. The woman, she is walking. She did not do anything wrong. She is not naked. She did not flirt. She's just walking by. Muhammad was sitting with his friends. The women walk by. As simple as that. And here you see that Muhammad is a filthy scumbag. He just said women are the devil. Then he go to his wife who is doing leather tanning and he do boom boom to her. He forced her into sex. In case you do not know what leather tanning is, she is boiling water, they mix it with color and etc. to tan the leather. A lot of work. Very, very, very difficult job. What Muhammad do? So he look at the women and he go to his women. Now I want to ask you, what Jesus said about looking at a woman, she is not yours. You are married. Remember, Muhammad, he had many wives. Muslim, do you know? Based in what Muhammad did, and the story is documented by you, Muhammadan, well, Muhammad is going to hell. And we know Muhammad never repented for what he have done. If we go to Matthew, you will see Jesus saying, but I say to you, to anyone, to you, all of us, anyone who even look at a woman with lust has already committed adultery. And this is what we do. Men, they look at women in lust. I cannot exclude myself because men, they do that. They get tempted and they look at women with lust. But this is not the way of salvation. And remember, Muhammad is not me. Muhammad is the prophet of Islam, the best of mankind, according to Muslims. But we notice that all Muhammad life is about living the life of a lost man. In fact, he is advising his friends, his followers, you look at the women and you go to your wife. Which means you can look at the women with lust. He did not say don't do that. He gave them the command, you should do it. Look at the women. You like this woman? Look at her. And go boom, boom, boom to your wife. That is Muhammad. So when the Abdul, he said that Jesus said, you keep my commands. Did Muhammad keep the commands of Jesus? Did Muhammad keep the command of God? Is he being a decent man? Especially he is not single. You see, if Muhammad was single, I would say, okay, you know what, single. I mean, this guy, he have a desire. The lust overcome him. He got weak. We always justify our sin. But this guy, even that option is not there because he have women. He have many women. For how long Muhammad was staring at the women, but until he reached the point, he have to do it right now. He left his friends. Imagine his friends is sitting with him. He left his friends. He went inside the house. The friends are outside. He went inside. He forced his wife into sex. And he came back and he said to them, he wanted to explain. The women advance and retire in the shape of a devil. So one of you see a woman. You see, shouldn't you say to them, don't look at women? Instead, he accused the women that she is guilty, when the women, she did nothing. She just walked by. Do you see how filthy Muhammad is? And going back to John 14, when the Muslim, they say that the comforter is Muhammad. I will pray my Father, I will pray the Father, and shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. Is Muhammad alive with us forever, Muslims? Is Muhammad was sent by the command of Jesus? If you accept this, that means Jesus is the one who sent Muhammad. And then if we read one verse more, we will see that this is a spirit. This is not even a man. The stupid Muslims, they jump and they say, oh, the comforter, that's a Muhammad. Muhammad comfort nobody. He will go, he saw a woman in the street. He jump on, he want to jump in his wife. He comfort nobody. He is a person who is evil. We continue reading. Even the spirit of truth. Is Muhammad the spirit of truth? Whom the world cannot receive, because it's seen him not. Nobody can see. Neither know him. Read, Muslims, read. But you know, you who? The Christian, the disciple. For he dwelleth with you, and shall be in you. The fraud of the Muslim, they say that this is Muhammad. Muhammad, he dwelleth in us. Then we continue. I will not leave you comfortless. I will come to you. Who is talking? Jesus. And then Jesus said, at that day ye shall know that I am in my Father, and ye in me, and I in you. And that is confirming the Trinity. Remember, the Messiah, he just said, I will send the Comforter. Who is the Comforter? Is the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. All right. Jesus says, I in the Father and the Father in me. Jesus said the Spirit will be all the time with you. The Spirit will be in you. I will be, the Father is in me, I am in the Father, and I will be in you. That is the Trinity. And then they say to us, where do you get the Trinity from? He has my commandment and keep them. He is that who loved me. And that he loved me, he shall be loved of my Father. And I will love him, and I will manifest myself to him. Do you see the huge difference between the stupid Quran? And then, just to make it shorter, verse number 26 says, but the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name. So Muhammad now is the Holy Ghost, and he was sent in the name of Jesus? You bunch of scumbag, Abdul. By the way, I take the word scumbag back. I mean, scumbag is a bag. It's useful. What is the use of you? Liars, fabricators, fornicators, criminals, killers, pedophiles. We continue with what he said. Matthew 5:17-20. I find it astonishing, the stupidity of the Muslims. Let us go to Matthew 5, shall we? And now the Muhammadan, they will regret. They will say to the Abdul, brother, why you are choosing Matthew 5, brother? Why you choose? What are you doing? Are you an idiot or what? So Abdul, he decided to support his false prophet, and he chose him for us verses of his choice, claiming that those they match with Islam. I like that. Let us see what Matthew 5 says. Remember, Abdul, that was your choice. It's not us who is choosing it. It was you. Potato.
Matthew 5. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth, and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Was Muhammad a merciful man? Was Muhammad a merciful man? Any Muslim can tell us. Let us see some of the mercy of the faithful Muhammad. Some people ride the milk. By the way, those people, they are not criminals. Those are people who converted to Islam. Muhammad, he told them, let your camels join our camels. So he took their camels. They don't want to believe in Islam no more. So they decided to go and take their camels. The Abdul, who worked for Muhammad, the terrorist, he refused to give them their camels. So they killed him and took their camels. What Muhammad he did? He cut their hands, he cut their feet, and he crucified them, and he gouged out their eyes. Do you see it? Do you see the merciful Muhammad? As you see, the story here is showing us different story. Those people, they came and they accepted Islam. And remember, the story is given to us by the Muslims. Muslims, they will never make the story look ugly when it's come to their prophet. They will try to make it look the best to show you how good the prophet is. What Muhammad did, let us say for the sake of argument, those people are really criminals. Why Muhammad is torturing? They killed the man, kill them. Look what Muhammad did. They were brought and he had their hands and feet cut off. Imagine, guys. Imagine the filthy Muhammad. He is watching the merciful Muhammad. Remember, this is the merciful Muhammad. He brought those men. He cut their hands and their feet, all their hands, all their feet. And he crucified them. And then he brought nails and he put it in fire. And he driven the nails into their eyes. Do you see it? This is the merciful Muhammad. So what Jesus said? Blessed are the merciful. Is Muhammad blessed? You are right.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God.
Is Muhammad a peacemaker? Let us check it out. Muhammad, he claimed, as in chapter 9 verse 29 and many other verses, actually the whole chapter 9 says Bara'ah, which means I wash my hands from any agreement, I will kill you all. I've been commanded to kill all mankind, Muhammad said, until they say there's no God but Allah and no prophet but Muhammad, and they pay me the zakat, and they pray as I pray, and they eat as I eat, and then and only then they will save themselves and their blood and their property, which means their women, their houses, from my hand. That is the beast Muhammad. The only option for you to be saved from the filthy scumbag Muhammad, if you say the Shahada, if you pay the money to Muhammad, if you pray as he pray, if you do as he say, if you eat as he eat, and then and only then, your blood, your property, granted protection from the filthy Muhammad. Do you see it? This is Muhammad. And by the way, the translation have nothing to do with the Arabic ones. The Arabic says something different. The translation says something different. Is that how you make peace? The scumbag Muhammad, he said, you know, the Muslim, they claim that the Jews, they claim that they are the best of mankind, the chosen people of God. But the Quran says that Jews are chosen people of God. Muhammad here was copying the Jews, trying to be hypocrite of the Jews. The liars in every YouTube channel, they say the Jews are racist. They say they are chosen people of God. They think they have a blue blood. Every single verse in the Quran says, Israel, you are the best of mankind. Read it. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you to al-alameen, which mean all mankind and even genie. Do you see it? The Muslim, they add two brackets, says, for your time period. What the heck? The Quran says so? Where it says that? Do you see how they add things to fix it? So the Quran, you change the translator, you will find the translation doesn't say that. Anyway, you do not need the translation, by the way. You can do this if you have a software. You can install it as those blogs in your browser, and you can translate. You do not need those brackets. You will see none of that. It says, and I favor you over all the world. Do you see it? There's no for period of time. There's no potato, no to. What do you mean period of time? So this is what the Quran is saying. Then Muhammad, because he is full of hatred, he claimed that the best of mankind, because Islam is a KKK, white supremacist, garbage cult. He said to them, you are the best of mankind. What the best of mankind will do? Read with me. Who is the white supremacist? The Jews or the Muslims? You are the best people ever raised for the benefit of mankind. This is Quran now, chapter 3, verse 110. The best for mankind are those who bring them with the chain around their necks until they embrace Islam. Do you see it? Do you understand those stupid liberals, what the Muslims they are dreaming to accomplish? Bring you with the chain around your neck like a dog and force you to convert to Islam. And by doing that, they are saving you from going to hell. Are we lying? Or we are showing you their website, their reference? So when this Abdul, he claimed that this is in match with Islam, And Jesus said, don't think that I have came to abolish the law. Well, is the law of Jesus is to have sex with the children's and to take your son's wife and to cut the hands of people and to tie women like the story of Qurfa. Muhammad, he tied her between two camels and he flipped her two pieces alive. Is that the law of Jesus? To be evil? Just because she opposed him, she don't want to believe in him? A very old woman? And they say to us that Muhammad was a mercy. In fact, I saw a cartoon made by this gentleman. His name is Asir, I think, Asir. He made cartoons. The story of Qurfa, you can watch it. Even though there is some details, I find it not too much accurate because it was Muhammad who commanded. But anyway, he is just, you know, using what the reference he found. Yeah, I found the video here. So this is a video. I don't know if this guy is an ex-Muslim or not. I don't know who's he. But he make a very good videos to expose Muhammad garbage. The benefit of drinking the blessed urine of our holy prophet. This is what Jesus teaches, huh? You pagan Abdul. The blessed urine of the prophet. The blessed urine. So the blessing of Allah went all the way to the penis of Muhammad and his urine? Or to his butt? What a bunch of pagan man worshippers. And the funny is, they say to us, we worship a man, but they worship urine. I'm going to mute this, the sound, the music. So this is the reference. You can read the story. You can stop the video and you can see the story and you will see how what Muhammad did.
Muhammad raided Wadi al-Qura where he met Banu Fazara. They fought and several Muslims were killed, and Zayd was injured but able to return to Medina. The leader of Banu Fazara was Qurfa. Her real name was Fatima bint Rabia. Qurfa was a very old lady and was well respected by other tribe leaders. She had 12 sons and a beautiful daughter.
To make the story short, Muhammad, he ripped this woman two pieces by tying her body into two camels, and he raped her daughter. This is what they did to the women. This is the filthy scumbag, merciful Muhammad. What he did? He brought this woman, he tied her up into two camels, and he did beat the camels to go in two different directions, and he ripped her apart. If you remember, there's a video made by ISIS. They tied up a man between two tanks, and they ripped him to pieces, following the steps of the filthy Muhammad. And yet the Muslim, he says to us that there is things we share together. We share nothing with the devil, Muhammad. Blessed is the poor, Muhammad became so filthy rich. Blessed is the peaceful, Muhammad, he was a war criminal. Blessed is the one who loved, Muhammad, he hate everybody. Muhammad, you know, everything. I mean, the pure heart, Muhammad, his heart. Muhammad, he went to the house of his son And he claimed that Allah, he lifted the curtain. He saw her naked. And he said to her, Subhanallah, mu'allif al-qulub. My Allah made me, my heart, I have lust for you now. And then the wife, because she is a whore. This is the story of the Muslims. This is the version of the Muslims. Imagine. So we do not know really what happened. I believe strongly Muhammad already sleeping with this woman for a long time. He married his son to this woman so he can go to the house when the husband is not there. Did you ask yourself why Muhammad entering the house if the son is not there? And if he entered the house and the son is not there, that means he considered himself the father, because that give him the right to enter the house. So did Muhammad the father consider himself a father, and he was decent, and he stopped himself from flirting with the women? Because even if Muhammad saw the women naked, totally naked, how that can make it legitimate for Muhammad to praise the women body, claiming that he have lust for her, and he said that loud so she can hear it? Let us say I committed sin in my heart. I saw a woman, I should not look at her, I should not consider her, I should not have lust for her. But how I can explain that I say loud with my voice, with a clear voice, I admire your beauty and I want you. In the top of that, Muhammad claimed that it is Allah who made this happen. And then Muhammad, the coward, he claimed that Allah told him, hey, Abdul, Zayd, your son, came to you. After Zayd, he heard the story from his whore wife. He came to Muhammad and he told Muhammad, you know, the wife told him, or he knew now, he knew his wife is doing boom boom with his father. And by the way, Zayd is not his son from real. Muhammad, he cannot have kids. Muhammad cannot have kids. So this is adopted son. And here you see, Muslims, they say Muhammad is trustworthy. Muhammad, he announced that Zayd is from me and I am from Zayd. That's it. I am his father. And then Muhammad, he go to the house of the wife of Zayd and he want to boom boom her. And he did. And then Zayd, when he heard his wife, obviously she is a whore. You see, the wife should be upset, should cook his father, kick him out of the house. Shame on you, what are you doing? You flirt with me, I am the wife of your son? You flirt with me and I am married? But the wife, obviously, she's a whore. Which one is better, to be the wife of this man or the one who is the king of the Arab? She's chosen the king, not the adopted son. So Zayd right away, in the interpretation of the story, it says, وَفَطِنَ Zayd. Fatina in Arabic mean, he got it. He what? He got it. He got what? Zayd, he got it that his father, his filthy father, is having sex with his filthy wife. And then right away he went to Muhammad and he said to him, I want to divorce her. And then Muhammad, as you see in the screen, because he is a full-time hypocrite, coward, liar, cheater, he just came from the house of the wife of the man, doing boom boom to her. He said to the man, after he said to him, hey father, I want to divorce her. Muhammad said, no, no, keep her, man. Keep her, keep her. What? And then Allah, which is Muhammad, he said to him, hey Muhammad, what are you doing? Why you told the man, keep your wife? Isn't Allah told you should take her? Boom, 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 her? Huh? Why? Why you're doing that? Have you ever heard of a God encouraging a prophet to take his own son wife? And have you ever heard of a prophet? He just lied to his son. He just flirt with the wife. He told her he want to boom, boom her. And then when the husband came, because now he figured out what's going on, he said to him, keep your wife, keep your wife. And then Allah, right away, he sent a message to Muhammad, say to him, why? And look, by the way, all of this is false. The translation is all false information. Free the slave, etc. Doesn't say that in the Quran. All of this is addition. Change the translator. Potato Muslims. Every Muslim is a potato until he proved the opposite. O Prophet, lo, we have made lawful to you, lawful into you, the wives. Okay, what? Okay, this is the. So Allah, He made lawful for Muhammad all those people. Okay, all those women to if. Is that enough for Muhammad? No. He wanna have his own son wife. All the women he have in the bed, 25 wives, thousands of sex slaves, is not enough for Muhammad. And the Muhammadan, they want to say to us that we share, there's 100% verses in the Bible in total agreement with the Quran. This is what this Abdul, he said. So Jesus did not come to abolish the law, for this is his law. And look how stupid this Abdul. He quote for us from Matthew chapter 5, verse number 17 and 20. Remember, this is his choice. How wise the Muhammadan when they choose something. Let us go to 15 and 16 and 17. You are the light of the world. Abdul, this is Matthew 5. Who are the Christians? Who are the disciples? You are the light of the world. A city is set on a hill, cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under, a cover. Look at the wisdom, look at the love, look at the amazing speech of Jesus. Muhammad was trying to make a rap music, which is stupid, make no sense. I find it very astonishing that this Abdul, he chosen for us this chapter to talk about something agree with the Quran. Was the disciple of Jesus the light of the world? Or Allah or Muhammad? The Quran says Allah and Muhammad. Jesus says you are the light of the world. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good work and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I came to destroy the law or the prophet. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So Jesus is the one who completed the law, not Muhammad. And Jesus, why he would destroy? This is his law. So Jesus, he fulfilled the law. There's no need for Quran. There's no need for Sharia law. And this was your choice, you idiot. You are the one who chose those verses for us. Did Muhammad fulfill the law of Jesus? I challenge them, any Muslim. Who is a Muslim would like to join us? I will open the mic for Muslims. Who is a Muslim can join us and tell us one thing Jesus said about fulfilling the law and Muhammad did not break. We have the 10 commandments. Any Muslim? Any Muslim? Cowards. But look what Jesus said. Listen carefully.
Say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye, when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely, for my sake. Rejoice, and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savour, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out, and to be trodden under foot of men. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on an hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, Thou shalt not kill, and whosoever shall kill shall be in danger of the judgment. But I say unto you,
Muhammadan, how many people Muhammad he killed? How many? You shall not kill, you shall not murder, God said. How many women, men, children's murdered? Remember, you chosen those verses for us. It was your choice. And here there is something very interesting, Jesus said. Listen carefully.
that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Muslims, did your prophet did all those things to Muslims? Did your prophet even beat Muslims? And justly. Did he say the F word to them? Did he say whoever I beat unjustly. Unjustly. Jesus said, those who do that, they are going to face hellfire. Read with me what Muhammad he did. Remember, Abdul, it was your choice to choose those verses for us. This is your faithy Muhammad. And this is very authentic hadith. You see it? Al-Bukhari, Muslims, etc. I don't know what happened to this page. Okay. Chapter, whoever I is cursed, reviled or prayed against by the prophet when he does not deserve that. When what? Muhammad is doing what to people who don't deserve that? Read carefully. I have held a covenant with thee, which thou would not break. So for any believer who I cursed or beat, make that, like an exception for them in the day of resurrection. So Muhammad, he beat you. This is a blessing for you. Unjustly. Listen carefully. The Muslim, even in their website, they make it clear. Unjustly. He beat them. He said the F word to them. He cursed them. Unjustly. He used violence with them. Unjustly. And here you need to ask yourself, when the Muslim, they say that Prophet Muhammad was a preserved person when it's come to practice Islam. He don't make mistakes. What is this? And have you ever heard a man is putting condition on his God? Hey God, I beat people, you give them blessing for that. Oh God, I say the F word to them, you give them blessing for that. Oh God, I whip their back, and God reduce their sin for that. What is this? What about your sin? So how come if a person he do that to a Muslim, he is being unjust, he might go to hell, but the Prophet, he do that to Muslims? And look what the Muslim, they say, I am a human being, I lose my temper. Just as a human being, lose temper. Muhammad was driven by Mr. Temper. Muhammad was suffering from temperline. So the surgery Allah he did to him by opening his chest to fix him did not work. And what temper have to do with cursing people unjustly and beating them, whipping their back? Look at the translation, by the way. Where it says whipping their back in the translation. Anyone see it? Do anyone see it? Maybe I'm not able to read correctly. Correct me, please. Does it say anywhere in the English translation whipping them, or it says cause or beat, curse or beat? It says beat, right? Where is whipping? Do you know why they hide the word whipping? Because this is how harmful it is. Can you imagine how much harmful to whip the back of somebody with leather belt, the one they beat the camel with it? If you go here, read with me. سببته أو جلدته. This is not beat. This is whipping.
I insulted him or flogged him.
Do you see how they tried to duct tape the filthy Muhammad? Hey Muslims, did Muhammad listen to the command of Jesus not to harm anyone? Jesus just said, if you just call your brother unjustly foolish, you deserve the judgment. Just by saying it. This is not even violence. Just saying foolish. You deserve hell. For he is not foolish. The one who got angry, he deserves judgment. The one who cursed others, he deserves judgment. In one hadith, your prophet did it all. He did what? He did it all.
That whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
So how come Jesus did not say, the one who say, Love fool, that will make it a blessing for you. You have just a temper, don't worry. And the funny is that this Abdul, he chose in those verses for us. It was his choice. Can you believe it? And look, he says here, quoting says, but whoever practiced and teach these commands will be called the great in the kingdom of heaven. Where is the command of your prophet which fit with those commands? Potato. If your prophet himself is breaking them. What is even righteous in Islam? You see here he says, he's quoting for us from the Bible says, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven unless your righteousness suppresses the Pharisees and the teacher of the law. So here you see the Christians, they should suppress any righteousness. What is righteousness in Islam? Shall we see? If I show you what is righteous in Islam, you will die laughing. I'm serious. You will not believe how stupid Muhammad is. What is righteousness in Islam? Is it really righteousness? Or it is something else? Let us take a look.
His deed will be put into hellfire. That why non-Muslims who do righteous deed will be put into hellfire? And Muslims who are unrighteous, why should they be put in heaven?
Listen carefully. Did you hear what he just said? Why Muslims who they are unrighteousness, they will go to heaven. That's what Islam teach. It's not me saying that. This is the start. Why those who do righteousness, who they aren't Muslim, they will go to heaven? And those who do unrighteousness, the Muslims, will go to heaven. Listen carefully and take notes. Literally take notes, because soon you will see he will use notes. Mean money.
Unrighteous, why should they be put in heaven? We have to understand that what is the meaning of the word righteousness? And what is the meaning of the word that who is a righteous person? For me, to make you understand, I'll give you a few examples. Number one, if there are total 199 US dollars divided in.
Listen carefully. We are going to explain to you righteousness by 199 kuffar dollar. The start to explain righteousness is money. The money of who? Of America. Brother, may Allah bless you. Tell us more about the righteousness of Muslims and the $199 story.
Divided into 64 notes. 199 US dollars. Divided into 64 notes. The 64 notes, if you total all the value of these 64 notes, it is $199. And I distribute the notes to few people. Some get 10 notes, some get 20 notes, some get 30 notes, some get less, some get more. A normal person who may not be aware of the notes and the value will say whoever gets the most notes, number of notes, is the richest person. No, it's not like that. We have to see what is the value of each note. In these 64 notes, one note is of $100.
Brother, listen carefully. Now we are explaining to you what is righteousness. So there's one note is $100, brother. And soon we will find out what is this note. What the connection between the $199 and going to heaven. So there's one note of the 64. They are $100.
In these 64 notes, one note is of $100. One note is of $20. The $100 notes is for a person who believes that there is only one God and that God has got no partners and Prophet Muhammad is the messenger.
Do you see the righteousness in Islam? There's no righteousness. You say Shahada, brother, you got 100 note. That's it, you are in heaven. You pass the test. Do you see the stupidity when they say to us, we share with you? When the Muslim, they say to you, we believe in righteousness, righteous Islam have nothing to do with righteousness in Christianity. When the Muslim, they say Islam is against fornication, Islam is a religion of fornicators. When Islam says to you, we are against theft, Islam is the religion of thieves. They use the same words, but they have different meaning for them. A Muslim cannot steal from a Muslim, but he can steal from non-Muslims. A Muslim going and raping a woman, she is not a Muslim. This is not a fornication. This is not even rape. Islam don't allow us to kill, but Islam allow you and order you to kill non-Muslims. So they use words to fool you. But those words have totally different meaning for them. As you see, even their prophet himself, he go after his own son wife. So what do you think about the followers? It will be better? So now you have 199 notes. And you will notice here he chosen 199 because we don't want to make it 50%, we want to make it 51%. So by having one note, which is a Shahada, now you have $100, you pass the 51%. You are in heaven. Just for having that note. So righteous in Islam have nothing to do with the word righteousness. And remember, he's explaining why righteous non-Muslims will not go to heaven, but unrighteous Muslim will go to heaven. Unrighteous, which means criminals. Because they just say Shahada. And that is the devil teaching. For the devil, he will say to you, go, rape, kill, do whatever you want. Just say Shahada, you are fine. What Muhammad is doing is encouraging people to do evil and to live evil and to die as evil. For that's it. I say Shahada. This is why you see those Hamas when he's dying, or ISIS or Al-Qaeda, he give a finger to Allah and he says, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, because this is the note. He needs just this note. So don't let Muslims fool you when they say the word righteousness. Righteousness in Islam doesn't exist. It's just $100 note. Shahada.
Who believe that there is only one God and that God has got no partners and Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of that Almighty. The number $20 bill,
Let's go back a little bit.
US dollar, who believe in these 64 notes. One note is of $100. One note is of $20. The $100 notes is for a person who believes that there is only one God and that God has got no partners and Prophet Muhammad is the messenger of that Almighty.
Satanic.
The number $20 bill, US dollar, is a person who prays 5 times a day. Then there's one $10 note, there is two $5 notes.
Remember, until now, what does have to do with righteousness? Nothing. He pray. Pray is $20. What? What does have to do with righteousness? And why even you want to pray? Already you pass. Because Muslims, they believe in increase of reward. So the more you increase the notes, the more you get more reward in heaven. So the first note is the most important. This is the ticket to heaven. You go, you say Shahada, $100. You pray, brother, $20, brother.
US dollar is a person who prays 5 times a day. Then there's one $10 note, there is two $5 note. $10 note is for a person who gives zakat, who gives charity. $5.
So a person who gives zakat to the mosque, not even to the poor, that is, that's it. He get $5 note now.
Note is the person who fasts, and $5 note is the person who goes for Hajj.
What the heck? So you fast, they give you another $1 or $5. What? Where's the righteousness? Until now, did you see any righteousness? Say Shahada, pray 5 times a day, fast. This is righteousness. So do you see how the scammers, they lie to you when they use the same words? What does have to do with righteousness? So now if I just pray 5 times a day, I'm righteous now? And the funny, Zakir Naik, he claimed that the Christians, they believe that if they believe in Jesus, they will go to heaven right away. That is false. Nowhere in the Bible says that. Jesus is not a ticket to go to heaven by believing in him only, but by following him too. And we have tons of verses. And as you see, actually, the verses we are reading right now in front of you in the screen, they are confirming that. The one who do this and the one who do that and the one who do that, he will not go to heaven. And Jesus speaking to Christians who they believe in him. You shall not commit adultery. You have been heard. But I say to you, who's ever looked on a woman to lust after her, committed adultery. We just showed you Muhammad, he's married. He is not a single. He is going and looking at women with lust. Muhammad, he go even to his own son's wife when she is married. And he fornicate with her. Muhammad, he disobey every command of Jesus. And then those cowards, they come to us and they say to us that there is verses in the Bible, 99% or 100% in total agreement with the Quran. When the Quran allow Muslim women to fornicate, when the Quran command Muslim men to rent women. If I go right now, just to show you the decency of Islam, Let us take a look at the decency of Islam, so we may understand why Islam is literally of the devil. I will type in the search the word rented. Look what we just found. In some work, special term is applied to women who participate in muta. Muta, in Arabic, muta means joy, but it's used to speak about sexual joy. Sexual joy. In other words, effing, physical. So in some work, it's a work. It's a labor. This is have nothing to do with relationship, like a man, he love a woman, you know, he lost on her, like, you know, they have fornicate, they step together. No, 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 no. This is business. This is just a pure business. That's why it says, in some work. You see the word work? Some work. Term is applied. We have terms. To women who participate in the muta. In Arabic, mustajara. What the word mustajara mean? Rented women. What? Rented women? Muta is considered, read carefully, as kind of rental, because in general, man basic aim of this kind of marriage, they call it marriage, is the sexual enjoyment of the women. In return for his enjoyment, the women receive certain amount of money or property. And then the Muslim, they say to you, Islam is against fornication. Do you understand now why I say to you, don't let them fool you by the same words you use? So when a Muslim, he says fornication, he means something else. Fornication in Islam is doing it without a contract. Like now renting a woman. You rent her. This is called muta. It is lawful. This is not fornication. This is Muhammad and this is his religion. And the decent Muslim women who wear hijab, she is willing to open her legs 180 degrees as soon you sign the contract and you slide your credit card between her legs. We accept dollars. There's tons of videos in YouTube about the offices of muta. There's offices, like a real estate office, you know. You go to the office, you tell them, I want to find a woman for muta. They have a list, women, they sign. They call her. We have a customer, he is 40 years old. He is willing to pay you $60 an hour. When you will be available. Can you send me a picture of him? You want to see a picture? Really? Okay. Take picture, send it to her. No, this guy is so scary. Find me something cute, man. You know what? Okay, he don't look good. I will take $100. Business is good. And then they say to you, we are against fornication. Somebody saying thanks for the visual. But because I want to show people how evil what we are talking about. I say things as it is. I'm not here to sugarcoat Muhammad for you. I say it as it is. When the man, he paid this woman renting, he's renting what? He's renting her vagina. He's paying, but his credit card where? In her vagina. What the purpose of this relationship? It's her vagina. He don't even know her. She don't even know him. It's just business, nothing personal. And then they say to you, we share things together. What we share? And then you will see a scumbag who he claimed to be a Christian priest. He's saying we worship the same God. Can you believe it? Can you believe that there is people who claim to be Christians, even they claim to be priests in a church? They say that we have the same God. Those so-called priests should not be allowed to teach any Christian, should be kicked out of any church. Do we agree? Do we agree? In fact, they are promoting a filthy satanic cult which is not only satanic, but it is Antichrist. Anyone remember the verse in the Bible that says, who is the Antichrist? Who is Antichrist? Is the one who denied the Son and the Father. Is that correct? This is what Islam is about. So how a filthy, so-called Christian minister, bishop or a priest, he come to us and he say, we believe and we worship the same God. When the Bible makes it so clear that that is the liar, that is the Antichrist, and that is Muhammad. How those people, they have little, I mean, do you even have little dignity? But this is telling you the quality of the people who attend those churches. Nobody is willing to say, what are you talking about? The Bible is so clear. Who is the liar? The liar is he denied that Jesus is the Christ. He is the Antichrist. He denied the Father and the Son. And even some of them, those evil men and women, they bring a Muslim to the church to teach their kids how to pray to Allah. And they claim that they are doing that to make interfaith. That is not interfaith. This is intercourse with the devil. That is intercourse with the devil. Do we have any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan would like to join us? Shall we continue the rest of the quote? You know, I mean, this is how stupid they are when they say to us, go and read. And they say this is in total agreement. Hold on. He said in Matthew 5:17, it says, likewise, every good tree bear good fruits. He put between two brackets, mean Islam. Can you believe it? Islam is the good fruits. So the good fruit is to kiss a black stone, and to rape women, and to rent women, and to have sex with the children, and to beat your wife, and you can lie to your wife, to your husband, to your friend, to your enemy. That is the good fruits. Jesus, he mean Islam? Can you believe it? Muhammad, he said, Allah, he gave you a license to lie in three. Is that the good fruit Jesus spoke about? Or he said, Satan is the father of all lies? Potato. متعة boy. The religion of the devil. That is Islam. And the funny Muhammad, he said, lying will take you to hell. And then he says to them, you can lie in 3 cases. Look at those hadith. Oh boy. Let us see. Let me show you the hadith. I'm trying to find it. Oh boy. All right. And we can show you tons of examples of Muhammad lying even to his wives. Let us see. Muhammad, he claimed that you can fix problem between people by lying to them. And we know that this is absolutely the opposite of Jesus' teaching. It's not lawful to lie except in 3. Something the man tells his wife to pleasure her. To lie during the war, to lie in order to bring peace between the people. And by the way, translation is false. The word peace is not there. It says لِيُصْلِحْ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. So to fix problems. So Muhammad, he adopted lying as a solution. A man, he cannot please his wife without lying to her. So how many times Muhammad used to lie every day to his wives? I will tell you something. A man who lies to his wife, obviously he is not a man. People lie when they are afraid. Do we agree? People lie because they are afraid. As an example, can a Muslim lie to his wife if he have another wife secretly? Yes, he can. Do you remember the video made by Lili Da'wa and Mimi Hijab? You remember it? Right away, Muhammad Hijab, he says, yeah, you can lie to your wife, absolutely. You can do what? What a bunch of whores. This is the religion of God? You don't have a family? It's sex business. They brought a bunch of horny
Feminist
women.
sisters who love their sisters, who will die for their sisters, will take a bullet for their sisters, but will not share their husbands for their sisters.
You can lie to your spouse. You can lie to your spouse.
So can they lie in the context of, for example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
Yes, you can. You can say that.
You can say that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you know, your wife, she said to you, do you have a second wife? You say, no, yeah, I can lie. Yeah, you can. Listen carefully.
It's for their sisters.
You can lie to your spouse. You can lie to your spouse.
So can they lie in the context of, for example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
Yes, you can. You can say that.
You can say that.
Yes, I personally believe this is the Prophet said you can do it.
White lies?
It doesn't have to be white. It can be a black lie.
A white lie? No, it doesn't have to be white. A black lie. What do you mean, brother? African lie? There's black lie, white lie. What about Asian lies? I mean, do you see the garbage? Do you see the devil? Look at their faces. This is what they are saying in public. So what they are not saying to us. Can you believe it?
Not share their husbands for their sisters.
You can lie to your spouse. You can lie to your spouse.
So can they lie in the context of, for example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
Yes, you can. You can say that.
You can say that.
Yes, I personally believe this is the Prophet said you can do it.
White lies?
It doesn't have to be white. It can be a black lie. If someone does this, they get caught, for example, or something happens, or some negative.
Or she just asks him, where were you last night?
Yeah, but even that, he can lie. The man can do it. It's up to the man. No woman can take that right away from the man.
Aside from Islam, I think my integrity, my dignity, my, who I am as a person, I would think it's so disrespectful for my husband to go and marry somebody else secretly. That to me is cheating, even if it is fine. Islamically correct.
This idea of aside Islam, we're Muslims. There is no aside Islam in this discussion, but I'm speaking to a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
So
we are cheaters, we are Muslims. What's wrong with you? What aside of Islam? We are Muslim, we can cheat. What are you talking about? Aside of Islam, what's wrong with you? There's no aside of Islam. We have a license to lie.
The idea of aside Islam, we're Muslims. There is no aside Islam in this discussion, but I'm speaking to a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
So there is no aside Islam here. The true religion, which I'm now expected as a Muslim man to follow, is not the religion of Islam, it's the religion of women's feelings. I'm not going to do this. So I'm saying now we go back to the book and the Sunnah.
What exactly is a secret marriage? It is not made public. It's not publicized.
So the point is this, let me be real, yeah? If you got a good husband, he comes and he says, I want a second wife, all hell breaks loose. And then we blame this man. Yeah, but why are you keeping it secret?
See the cowards? So now he knew that this is, and this. Look at this is filthy scumbag religion. They claim that they are men, they grow beard. He don't even dare to say to his wife, I want to have a second wife. All of you are a bunch of rats. You lie to a woman because you are scared of her. That is the truth. Islam is a religion of lies. And we know that this is nothing but satanic. A family is based on trust. A family is not based on lies. The second we base a family in lie, the family is not exist. There is no family. It's just a sex contract. And this woman, she said to them, this is cheating. Why you are wearing hijab? Why you are a Muslim? You know that this is what Muslims they do. Do you know what the Prophet he did? The Prophet of the Shaitan? What integrity? Since when you have that integrity? If you have integrity, you will leave this cult immediately.
Away from the man.
Aside from Islam, I think my integrity, my dignity, my, who I am as a person, I would think it's so disrespectful for my husband to go and marry somebody else secretly. That to me is cheating,
Okay,
even if it
okay,
is
fine.
Islamically correct.
This idea of aside Islam, we're Muslims. There is no aside Islam in this discussion, but I'm speaking to a Muslim. So there is no aside Islam here. The true religion, which I'm now expected as a Muslim man to follow, is not the religion of Islam, it's the religion of woman's feelings. I'm not going to do this. So I'm saying now we go back to the book and the Sunnah.
What exactly is a secret marriage? It is not made public. It's not publicized.
So the point is this, let me be real, yeah? If you got a good husband, he comes and he says, I want a second wife, all hell breaks loose. And then we blame this man. Yeah, but why are you keeping it secret? What else should he do?
And so they perform the marriage in somebody's house and there are two witnesses present and nobody knows about this.
When the Prophet, he kept a secret from some of his wives. Some scholars, I'm not going to go into detail, but some scholars actually connect this with an incident with Maria the Copt. Lying is not allowed except for three things. One of them is hadith al-rajul limra'ati, that when a man speaks to his wife.
And I take my selfish needs out of it, i.e. me wanting him all to myself. I need to understand.
Look, this woman, she is selfish. She want to take a man for her own. No, she cannot do that. She want to take the whole man for your own. She feel guilty. This woman, she is looking for a husband, so she is hoping somebody will hear this and will take her. She don't want you to take her for your own. She can share. No problem. Don't worry. Just take me for one night maybe.
That when a man speaks to his wife.
And I take my selfish needs out of it, i.e. me wanting him all to myself. I need to understand them. So I need to sit down and I need to really think about how this is going to affect him.
But this is a test to see how Allah is testing her to see how she responds.
Yes.
If she decides to do the opposite, which is, throw the divorce card or throw this card, then ultimately.
What a corrupt, stupid cult religion. This woman actually, she said, I understand that Muslim men, they want to have more intimacy. Intimacy? The religion of intimacy? This is what marriage is. There's no marriage. It's just intimacy. It's just sex cult. Filthy, trashy garbage. How that can be godly? I saw in the news they are saying that the Muslims are burning cars and property and stores in Paris. Because they were not able to be the total winner, the leftists. The funny is that the left in France, the hippies, the homosexual, and the Muslims are in the same parties. Unbelievable, very funny. Oh boy. Anyway, I hope today we have a good time. The Lord said, from their fruits you shall know them. And the funny that this Abdul himself, he said that, he says that the tree, likewise, every good tree bear good fruits. Imagine Abdul quoting what Jesus said about good fruits. So the good fruit of Muslims is burning, destroying countries, lying to their wives, having children out of wedlock, sleeping around, having sex with women, even having sex with animals, which does not prevent them from doing Hajj, chasing little girls at the age of 6 years old, killing non-Muslims, discriminating those who are not Muslims. Many people do not know that according to so-called Islamic law, if a Muslim kill a Muslim, he shall be murdered or killed. If a Muslim kill non-Muslims, there's no penalty. This is how filthy this satanic cult is, just a gang. I hope today we have a good time.